This little thing here is a plastic 4-pack holder, but it's a problem. They're expensive, they're made out of plastic, no one recycles them. I think I've found a solution, but it's come with its own challenges. Let me show you. So I found these 4-pack holders. They're made from sugarcane, they're biodegradable, and they're way cheaper. But there's a problem. They're an absolute bitch to put onto the cans. Super slow, very tedious, really disruptive in the canning process. But I got an idea. I designed and printed a manual applicator that could put the 4-packs onto the cans. And this worked, but doing this on 500 4-packs over a canning session really got me fatigued. I ended up getting blisters on my hands. Ideally, I need something that can press an entire carton at once, 4 4-packs. So it got me thinking, what if I used compressed air to push the holders onto the 4-packs?
And that, JP, is called pneumatics. Imagine blowing up a balloon and letting it go. The escaping air moves the balloon. That's air pressure doing mechanical work. Pneumatics captures that principle, but controls it with valves, compressors, and actuators. So I got to work, designing a pneumatic press machine. So this is what I'm thinking. A compressor set at 90 psi sends air to an air regulator. That then sends it around through to a pneumatic press button, which then sends it to another one on the other side. Once those 2 buttons are pressed, it releases air into a pilot valve, which then passes it into a piston, pressing down the holders onto the cans. So let's get to work.
I started with 1 piston, but that failed miserably. So I upped it to 4. That didn't work either. Okay, so the 4 pistons isn't working. And I was convinced it was a problem with my mold, the way it was designed. So I literally went and made 8 different types of molds, thinking I wasn't distributing the force in the right areas on the holders to get them on properly. But it's still not working. Then I remembered a basic physics principle. Force equals pressure times area. And I think I know where I messed up. I was considering the entire area of the base press plate. But that's not the effective area. The effective area is the base plate on the piston itself. My compressor's maxed out at 90 psi. So I went crazy on the pistons and added another 4 to make a total of 8. And guess what? It worked. So now I have a semi-automatic pneumatic press machine that can press an entire carton all at once. It saves me an insane amount of time, and it allows me to keep my brand's ethos of plastic sucks, let's get rid of it.
So I'm trying to minimize single-use plastic throughout my business. JP, what about the plastic lining in the cans? I'm glad you asked that question, Einstein. Aluminium is infinitely recyclable, and about 70% of all aluminium ever made is still in existence. It's still being used. Plastic, on the other hand, only 9% of it actually gets recycled globally. Single-use plastic is a big problem.
So next time you buy a 4-pack of swamp water or holy water, I hope you can appreciate the effort to save the planet and get those 4-pack holders onto the cans. I've got a bunch more videos coming out, so if you're keen to see where this journey goes, hit the subscribe button. Just released some merch that ships worldwide. If you're keen to support these brands, but you live outside of Australia, you can now get some swamp threads. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Sweet.